All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome into the Tuesday edition. Today's Tuesday, right? Let me check. Yep, today's Tuesday. Losing track of it. It's early in the week. Hope everyone's doing good. And let me just get over here really quick, and I'm going to share my stuff over to our socials. We're going to go live here in a second. So let me just share this here, and then we will get moving here. All right, here we go. Going to be sharing now in 1 second. We're going to be going live, and then I will come back over to you guys in Zoom. Here we go. Let's see, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, X. Let's see. All right, we are now live. So let me move this stuff out of the way. Here we go. And let's make sure that we go live on Instagram as well. Let's go over here. And here we go. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's see who we have coming in here today. All right, if everyone can put a one in the chat if you're new to Dubb, that would be fantastic. Two if you're returning into the chat. That's always super helpful for everybody, which would be amazing. Let's see. Elaine, thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate it. Alex, Tara, hey, ones are wild. All right, we've got ones, ones, ones. I see some twos in here, people returning. That's awesome. Welcome back to the twos. Let me come over to, let's see, Elaine, you put in there first. Let me come to you, Elaine. Just want to say a quick hello if you'd like to say hi. You can unmute yourself if you want to say hello. If not, you can just say hi in the chat if you want to do that. Hey, Elaine.
Hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And your sorry, I apologize for your name. For your name is.
Yeah, my name's Rob.
Hi, Rob. Nice to meet you. I apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm new to Dubb. I looked at it and everything, and I there's a lot I like about it, and it's more advanced than anything else, and it would certainly serve my business
that's great. What do you do,
for the
Elaine?
future. I do financial services and insurance,
Perfect. Yeah, yeah,
but
that'd be
mhm.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so also the other thing which I liked about it as well is I like to maximize everything I'm doing when it comes to being a financial advisor and all that stuff and insurance. I
Hmm.
like to maximize my time and everything. So I love the system and I wouldn't use a system if I didn't love the system alone, but I do. But I also love the fact that you can make referral monies because when I recruit insurance agents to work for me, they
Hmm.
can use this system too. And I actually can help each of us pay for our monthly expenses.
That's great.
So
Yeah,
that was
look,
genius. That was
yeah,
genius what you did.
we've done the 30% recurring commissions for quite a while now, and it's great because a lot of the times when people use Dubb, they they love it so much they end up talking about it to other people. Hey, listen, I use this thing, I use this great tool. Sometimes people that get the Dubb videos will send a message back and say, "Hey, how did you send me that?" And then you can share your referral link. So it kind of
Yes.
goes hand in hand.
Yes, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Elaine.
You too.
And let's see, I saw in here, who else were some ones? Alex? Hey, Alex. If you'd like to say hello, you can unmute. Let me come over and find you here. There we go. If you want to say hi, you can unmute. If not, you can say hi in the chat.
Hey Rob,
Hey, how
uh,
are you?
I actually come with several questions. That I did a free trial at one point
Mm-hmm.
and like a few weeks ago, but I wasn't ready. So I'm a little closer to being ready, but I have several questions. So whenever you're ready for them, I know there are other people on the call. But
Yeah, what you can do is if you want to pop them in the chat, feel free. And then we're going to have Ina from our team coming in a little bit. And then typically what we do is we do the basic run through and then we'll kind of go to the questions. So it's usually about, I'd say 20, 25 minutes kind of running through it. And then we'll pop back in for those if that works for you, Alex.
sure, yeah. I mean, I've already watched all of the like initial videos and so, but yeah. Anyway, good to
Yeah.
hear it again, I suppose. Thanks.
Hey, it's like going to the gym.
Right.
Getting the reps in, but it's about yeah, we'll talk about this a little bit. It's about use case, use case. What do you do for your industry, Alex?
Um. Well, it's a I have a startup basically, but it's I'm not ready to talk about it. But
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. All right, getting
but
things moving.
it's
That's cool.
actually well, yeah. Anyway, not ready to talk about it, but
Okay.
I definitely need Dub for what I do for actually three different kind of mini ventures within the same realm, if you will. So
Okay. Hey, that works. Yeah, no, that's cool. We'll do the best we can. Awesome. Well, good to meet you, Alex. Thanks for coming in.
thank you.
Yeah. And then I saw Tara. I saw you put a one as well. So let me come over to you, Tara, if you want to say hello. Hey, Tara.
Hi,
Good to meet you.
aloha. I'm Tara. I'm from Hawaii on the Big Island, and I am a realtor. And I think Dubb is going to be super helpful for me to um, have that personal touch when I send videos to people.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very new to this. Just signed up yesterday and excited to learn.
Well, that's great. Well, good to meet you, Tara. And yeah, we have a lot of when we're running through this, typically when I'm showing it, I'll mention, hey, if you're in real estate, if you're insurance, this is a good thing to do here. So, but do you do buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds, all the above, or who do you typically work with?
Yeah, normally buyers and sellers for sure. And then I do my own investing. So I build my own homes and do renovations and stuff for myself. So a little bit of all the things.
Okay. Well, that's great. Hey, listen, it's the omni-channel approach. We all have to do that these days. So that's awesome that you do that.
Yes.
Well, good to meet you, Tara. Thanks for being up on the early side out there in Hawaii. So appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And then I saw Carl. I saw you had your hand up. Hey, Carl. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well and yourself this morning.
Good. How's
Uh,
everything?
well, great. Still waiting on the telephone call because I wanted to sign up, but I have a couple questions. But I figured they'd give me a call or someone over in your office would.
Yeah, you know what?
And
I will message them. They had the message yesterday or whatever. We'll get that taken care of for you today. When I get out of the live training today, Carl, I have a meeting over with the team. I'll let them know to reach out to you in between the meetings I got, and we'll take care of
thanks.
it. Yeah.
I appreciate it, Rob.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Good to have you in here again. Good to hear your voice, my friend.
Well, it's always good to see you.
Appreciate it. Cool. Well, let's get diving in here. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat along the way. Ina from our team will be popping in a little bit to kind of get into the chat. And let me share my screen here and let's get into it. All right. Let's go here and we will begin. And all of these, before I actually share, all these live trainings that we're doing, they will be on our Dub support channel. So I'm gonna just drop that link in the chat right now. Usually it's within the same day, but if not within the next 24 hours, they'll be on there. I just dropped that link in the chat. So all the trainings here uploaded to YouTube support, and then just go back and watch the part that you want to check out, which is I think is one of the biggest parts of learning is coming into live training and then just going over there and saying, okay, here's that technology I want to use. Let me pull up the live training. Let me pull up the actual tech and then learn how to do it. So, all right. So let me share my screen here and here we go. Okay. So when we think about Dub and recording the videos and sending them to people, one of the biggest things you want to remind yourself is, what am I doing for the first 3 seconds of the video? Because when you record a Dub video, the first 3 seconds will be an animated video preview like you see right here. So you want to think about what kind of context, what kind of hook, what kind of message visually, and what I'm holding up right there that you see in the image is going to make someone want to click on the video. Now, when you hit record with Dub, you don't have to use the first 3 seconds. You could, inside of the platform, use editing, slide it to a different part of the video that you like better visually if you want to do that. But to be efficient, and when you hit record, because remember, when you're recording these videos, you want to be as efficient as you can. So, first 3 seconds, whatever you're doing will be repeating. Now, in this particular example here, there's many different ways styles to record with Dub. This one here was recorded with the basic webcam inside of the platform. I have the Dub mobile app on my phone, and the Dub mobile app has a whiteboard feature where you can type. And that's all I was doing right there was typing my message. Last part of it's the movement, a little wave, little point, something as simple as that. This recording style right here from your webcam holding up the Dub mobile app at the whiteboard is probably one of the most straightforward ways you can deliver a message. It's right in front of the person's face, right there. Now, in terms of deciding what the hook is, that's one of the most important parts because whether you're reaching out to one person or it's one to many, whether it's an introduction, whether it's a following up with a client that maybe didn't go with you, a prospect, if it's a cold outreach, warm, if it's just an update to a group, what is the group or person that you're reaching out to? And then what is the hook that's going to get them to want to click? So in order to figure that out, if you use any kind of AI like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, if you use Auto within Dub, like you're in here, and you use Auto here at the top of the dashboard, this is our AI guide right inside here. So any AI you use, just make sure you ask the question, I need 20 5 to 6 word hooks Here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here's why I'm reaching out to these folks. Here is the reason I'm reaching out, and here's what I want them to do. So once you have your hook figured out from the AI, it gives you a list of those 25 to 6 word phrases. Then just give them a human pass. Like, hey, all right, I like this one. I don't like that one. I want to change this one around. Once you lock those in, then you're able to take those 5 to 6 word phrases and deliver them with the videos. The reason we say 5 to 6 words is because on the whiteboard with Dubb when you're typing, I forget the character amount, but it's about that amount that you can type right there. And you want to be pretty succinct with these hooks. And the reason 5 to 6 words works too is because when you're emailing the videos, you want to be able to put your hook up in the subject line as well. So these hooks don't have to be exact, but they should pretty much almost mirror each other because they got to get here first before they get there. Another quick thing about sending with an email, definitely put the word video in the subject line. It's rare that you see that within your list of emails, so definitely put that as the first thing they're going to see when you're sending it. Now, once you figured out your hook, great. Now, how am I going to record? All right, so this right here is your basic webcam. From the basic webcam, you also can record with a virtual background behind you. So whether it's someone's profile, whether it's a company website, whether it's a screenshot of an action, whether it's a property in real estate, like something that looks like this, if you're in real estate, someone just should put it behind you, take a quick screenshot. You can even hold up the whiteboard as well as having the screenshot behind you. So notice here I had about 1234 Jane Street. Okay. But if I wasn't in real estate, and let's just say I had someone's profile behind me or a website, you can do the same thing. Have the screenshot and hold up the whiteboard. So you can do one or the other or both. But this is definitely the best way to give someone context and to give them a hook sitting right from your computer. Now, you also can do this kind of recording as well, screen recordings. And these are great for market updates in real estate. But any industry that you're in, whether you're in insurance, coaching, recruitment, finance, if you want to walk someone through a website and point things out, like say you want to reach out on LinkedIn, which we're going to show in a little bit, this is a nice way to do this. This was recorded with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's a browser-based screen recorder. And so any website that you want to be on top of, where you're using annotations, you're inside of a bubble, you're talking someone through something, this is a really nice way to do it. Now you'll notice here inside the bubble, I'm still holding up the whiteboard on my phone. I could have just been waving in there or pointing, and that works, but why not have an additional message? Because you know it's a market update, but now there's been an additional update inside the update, which is kind of cool. So you can add that a little whiteboard feature right inside there. We also have a mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app does a lot of stuff as well. So you can have a screenshot behind you, like you see right here. You can have some text on the screen. You also can do just your hook if you want to, where you're recording yourself, have it above, below, move it around, however you want to have it there. And you also have the option with picture in picture. This is very popular with real estate folks for property walkthroughs because it's using both cameras on the phone. So it's going to record what's in front of you and you're going to be on the screen as well. Now, if you're not in real estate, and let's just say you're at an event within your industry, a bunch of people around, you can record the crowd, have you there talking the way through, hey, I'm at this great event, and then you could send that out to your list of contacts. You could also, if you wanted to, if you are at a booth in there and you're recording the crowd, like you actually have a booth in there, that would be great. You could record a video with someone that you met there, like it could be in front of you saying, hey, and you're on the screen as well. You also could pull up a website. So on your computer, pull up the website, have your phone and just lean into the computer and show what you want to show. And again, you're still on the screen. If you're physically with someone in person and you want to sit down and you want to do like a fun social video where you're kind of asking them questions, you can have yourself on the screen and they're physically sitting there and you can go back and forth. You also, if you're in person with someone, you could do a nice video testimonial where you could be on the screen asking the question, the person sitting right across from you that you're filming, and they give the answer for the testimonial. So a lot of cool features here on the Dubb mobile app. Now, there also we have this one right here. This is the Dubb desktop app. This is another screen recorder. So this is not browser based. The Dubb desktop app is like a drone that kind of flies over everything on your computer. So you'll notice here I pulled up a website, but I cropped in closer on that website to show you something very specifically. So when I show the screen recordings in a little bit, the way you record, Chrome and desktop app are different and similar in quite a few ways, and I'll show that in a little bit. But regardless of what you choose for the style of your recording, you have your use case, you have your hook, you know, now you're picking the tech. How would you record something from your webcam that looks like this or looks something like this. So inside Dubb, at the top of the dashboard, you're going to click the red camera icon that sits right up here. And when you select that, it's going to open up your camera. Now, when it opens up, you're going to have some choices here. So if I want to get the mobile app on my phone and use the whiteboard, get the Dubb mobile app. It's Dubb app, Dubb app. And when you have it, here is the mobile app. And here is the little button at the top, this little square button right here. So when you select that, that is where you're going to type. Now, this is where you would type your hook that I mentioned earlier. Once you have your hook, type it, turn it, just like that, and you have it available right here. Now, if you want to have the virtual background behind you, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background, then go down here, go to your photos, and then all you have to do is upload in here any screenshots that you have. So again, these are articles, websites, properties in real estate, people's profiles, an action that someone took, whatever it is, load it in here. It creates a library for you, and then just select the one that you want, and then it puts it behind you. Now, the thing you want to remember with these virtual backgrounds is when you're using these, you want to make sure that you have a good front light source. So whether it's a ring light like I have now, or if you have natural light or a combination of both, that works well. I would keep your hands, I talk a lot with my hands, so I keep them within my shoulders, within this range here. I don't want to go out into the soup and have them kind of be like this. So I keep them right in here. If you don't have a lot of stuff behind you, that's cool. If not, as long as you pump up the light, you should be fine. Like I don't have much behind me here, but if you do, just increase the front light source and you should be okay. Now, teleprompter wise, we have this option across all of our recording tech. So if you want to use a teleprompter, the first thing you need to do is you need to have a script saved within Dubb. So if you're inside the Dubb platform, right over here to the left under assets, if you go to scripts right here, this is where you can put them in. Hit the little blue plus button to the right, give your script a name, copy and paste it in here. Just make sure you hit save and close. Once you have a script saved, then any recording that you're doing within Dubb, you can use the teleprompter. So if you click up here, you can either go right to scripting right now. If I click this button, it would take me right back to where I was. I can scroll to find a script that I have saved, or I can look for it by title, just like this. And there it is. Now, from a physical standpoint, I would do about arm's length distance for reading the text. Let it flow up into the top eye line up here at the top. You don't want to be looking down for it. If you're looking down for the words, increase the speed. And it just takes a little bit of practice here. Give it a read through so the words don't surprise you. If you want to edit it, you're giving it a run through and you're like, it doesn't sound as good as I thought it did. You can click the edit button right here to the right, make the changes that you want, and then save them. In terms of the speed, this is your speed. You can go up and down right here. You can hit the play button, see if you like that speed. You can hit the back to text off, or you can zoom it in. If you feel like you're going too fast, you probably are. Unless you're doing a video that you're super excited about something and you're talking faster, it would make sense. So to use this, here's what you do. You click the red button here, record. You get a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It would be like this. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, click it again if I want to keep going. You can hit the delete button right in the middle. It'll ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this video into the Dubb platform, it's the blue check mark, which will save it. So this is, again, one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate. You have the whiteboard here. You can have the virtual background behind you. You can do a combination of both. And if you don't do either one of those, definitely make sure you have a smile and you're doing a little wave. And to close the teleprompter, just tap the little button here and it closes. So I'm going to hit the save button now, which is the check mark right here, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. Now, when a video is saved into Dubb, we have some options in here. It's going to take us to the video edit page inside of the platform. So I'm just going to select a different video just because that one's still transcoding. But when you land in here on the video edit page, here's some things that you can do. So you can click right in here and you can edit the title right up here at the top if you need to do that. Just make sure you hit the save button right there. You also have the ability to download an MP4 version of the video if you want to download it, which will give you, some nice options because the social media platforms like it when you upload the raw videos. Now, this little button over here is a preview button. So what does that do? That's going to open up in a separate tab what this video is going to look like on a preset landing page. Because remember, when you send a Dubb video out and they get it, they're going to click on this thing and they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that looks like this. That's the journey that people are going to be on. So when you're inside the video edit page in here, you have the ability to come right over here and preview what that page looks like. You recorded a video, you got it on a customized landing page, great. There it is right there. You can see it. Now, some quick reminders about the preset landing pages when people land here. It's going to have your logo to the top left, the initial video that you've recorded down here in the middle, playlist videos. They're going to be right over here to the right. They're going to play right after this video has been concluded. So these initial videos that you make, they should be quick, 30, 40 seconds. Get right into the value or question or point that you want to deliver to the person or the group, and then you want to get out of it. Because what you can have in the playlist here is a video you record one time about what you do. It's like your pitch video, minute, minute and a half, and it'll be right there in the playlist. So that initial outreach video can be really focused on that person or that group. Now, you also can have video testimonials in the playlist, which is pretty awesome. We have ours there. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a quick way to get them in a second. Now, below these videos here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content up here? You can click a button here to book a time in your calendar, probably the most popular button in sales. They can check out your website. They can download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide. They can fill out a form. There could be a link to an external form. They could email you back. They could check out a case study. They could leave a review. So there's a lot of options down here that you can have. If you have multiple buttons, I would go in order of importance from left to right. And if you want to get video testimonials, here's kind of a cool way to get them that people have used over the years. It would be convenient for you and the other person. It's this little button right here, reply with video. So what you would do is record a video like this. You'd have the reply with video button below it, and you'd send it out. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't need to download anything, and just send me your response back. And then when someone sends the response back, you get a little notification inside of Dubb, and then you make it right here in your playlist. You just add it in here. And this is a good little loop that you have people in right here. The last part of it is the AI assistant over here to the right called SIA. Now, the Sales Interactive Assistant is really cool because when people land on this page, they might have questions. Maybe they're thinking about booking a time with you, but they have some immediate questions they want answered. So over here to the right, 3 FAQs will show. You can create up to 20 inside of Dubb. And then when the AI gives the answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. So whether it's booking a time in the calendar, whether it's visiting your website, down all the different options we just talked about, it's going to give an answer and then want to keep the momentum going. Now the AI is educated inside of Dubb with individual website links. It will learn what's physically in text on those pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and it will be educated on what you're doing. Now, the key to these landing pages is these preset landing pages is that you want to have specific preset landing pages for specific parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I worked with buyers, FSBOs, sellers, expireds, all those different folks, I would want to have different landing pages that speak to each one of those different groups. Same thing if I was in insurance, different kinds of insurance, coaching and consulting, mortgage, recruitment, all the different industries. Unless you have one solid message for your whole, audience, okay, great. But if not, and there's different parts of it, why not create a different landing page for each one of those folks? And when you're on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we do is the team meets you in Zoom and helps you set up those pages so you're ready to go. And all of this is obviously tracked. Did someone open the email? Did they watch the videos? Did they click on the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? All of this helps you follow up in a really smart way. So back over to the video edit page in here. We can preview it, like I said, over here to the right. You also can click this little drop-down menu right here. So notice this says Rob's preset. This is my default preset landing page. So anytime I record with Dubb, that landing page will be automatically attached to it. Unless I choose a different preset landing page that I already have created, I can choose that right here and make that the background. So you have choices right here from the drop-down. Every Dubb video also has a QR code. So if you're doing an open house in real estate, You have a little placard on the counter, someone's leaving. You have a little video that plays when someone scans it. It says, "Hey, welcome to this open house. Listen, if you're leaving, you can check out properties that are similar to this right below, and then click a button." If you're not in real estate and you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing, real estate folks too, whatever industry you're in, create a fun video. It's like, "Hey, thanks for taking me out of your mail stack," or "Thanks for pulling me off if it was a door hanger one," or something like that. QR codes are also great for in-person live events. Have a placard set up on your booth, or if you're walking around, you're at the event, put a QR code on your phone, someone scans it, and you already recorded a video saying, "Hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Click below so we can keep in touch." So, number of options you have with a QR code for every Dubb video. If you have a YouTube channel, you can upload this directly to YouTube. If you want some feedback on the video you just recorded, we have an AI coach here called Kyra. And if you click generate, it's going to give you delivery analysis feedback. It'll talk to you about your content and it will talk to you about the visuals. So this is something, if you want immediate feedback, click generate and you'll get that. The activity that we just mentioned, you can really drill down on these videos. When you send them out, are people clicking on the buttons? Are they clicking on the video itself? Are they watching it? And if they are, what is the watch percentage? So that way you can follow up in a really good way. There's a details tab down here as well. This details tab is going to remind you what's on that landing page. Like these are your call to action buttons below your video. This is your AI sales assistant that's on the page. These are your playlist videos that will play after your initial video. You can make the changes here if you'd like to. You can add or delete. And if you already sent this video to someone, you still can make the adjustments here. Even though you've already sent it, you can make the adjustments where you add or delete buttons or videos, and it will refresh on the other side for that person. You also have an editing tab. So any video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So I can hit the play button. Hi, this is. I can drag my timeline to whatever my first cut point is. Let's say I want to cut something out. I'm going to go right here, select the scissor icon. It splits the clip. I'm going to drag it to my second cut point, split the clip. And now I've got three pieces. So whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what you can get rid of. So once it's highlighted in orange, click the trash can and it's gone. Now, if you want to bring it back, don't hit save, just hit undo, 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 and you can bring it back and you're all good. Now, the design tab, this is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. You also in here can slide this to a different part of the video that's more, it's visually more interesting, more engaging if you want to. Pick that spot, click generate thumbnail, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So it's your choice on that one. Now we recorded a video. We have it on a nice preset landing page. Now we just want to be able to do a simple send. So what you would do is you'd go inside here to your email, you'd open up a compose, and when you're inside here, you want to make sure, like we talked about before, that you have in the subject line the word video. First thing they see. Then have the hook we talked about, and then have a little bit of text, and then you want to drop a video in. Now there are two ways to do this. So inside the Dubb platform where we just were on the video edit page right inside here, there's always a big blue share and send button. So if you select this here, you can put the email in of the person you're sending it to, get that tracking. Add some personalization text if you'd like to, you don't have to. This is a little banner at the top of the video. Click copy for email, and then just come in here, and it is a copy and paste that looks just like that. Now you also have shortcuts. So if you want to add a video in another way, you can do it like this. So in Gmail, there's a little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. In Outlook 365, there's another Dubb button off to the right in add-ins. That button is there because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder right up here at the top that we talked about before. So when you select that button there, it's going to open up the recorder, which we're going to use in a little bit. But notice that I'm scrolling through my video library down here at the bottom. So I can add a video in. So I just find the video that I want. Let's say it's this one right here. Click advanced options. Again, put that email in, add some personalization text if you want to, and then just pop it in, click insert, and it pops it right in just like that. So you got those two options there. Now, the next type of recording we're going to be looking at is right here that I mentioned in the beginning, screen recordings. This is the Dubb Chrome extension, browser-based screen recording. Any website you want to be on top of, Google Dubb Chrome extension, and then it's like a three-step process to pin it up here in the browser, and then it's ready to go. I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example, but again, this could be any website that you want to be on top of. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on the little Dubb Chrome extension button up here at the top, and it's going to put me on the page physically right here. Now, three things to think about when you're on these websites. You want to think about the shape, size, and placement of your webcam. So the size is going to be right here. You can drag the edge like this. You don't want to go too big because what's the point of doing a screen recording if you're going to cover the whole thing? So I think probably about right there. You can choose the different shapes. And this is just for the aesthetic of the page. If you're on a more angular site, use the angles. I'm going to keep it a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And I also want to think about where do I want to place my webcam? Where's an interesting spot to put myself? So I'm going to put myself bumped up right against him. I can even knock on his bubble here or something like that. Functionality wise, I can zoom myself in. I can back myself up. I can move myself around inside the bubble here like this. I also can jump to full screen and go back to the page. I can turn my camera off if I just want to do an audio walkthrough of a website. I can also use my headshot if I'd like to. And if I am live like this, I can put a virtual background behind me right inside the bubble here, like we just did. I can add a virtual background. I also have an annotation tool right over here to the left that I can use to point things out. I have a teleprompter available right here. This one's a little bit different than the one you just saw before. This one can physically move around and you can manipulate the sides like this. So you just find your script like we did before. Here is your speed, your scroll speed up or down. You can back the text off or you can zoom it in. Now I'm going to physically move this towards the camera at the top. Now, because the Chrome extension is a browser-based screen recorder, if you are going to use the teleprompter, I would not go full screen because you're going to hide the teleprompter physically. You won't be able to get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of space. So when you hit record, you can physically tap this, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. There's also different orientations to record over here to the right. If I'm on camera, opens up like a webcam. If I'm on tab, it's a nice clean cut of this tab that I'm on, which I like to use a lot. You won't see the tabs at the top. It'll just be a nice clean cut of the page. You also can use screen. So if you select screen, it's going to be your entire computer screen if you get that. I'm going to go tab on this example here. And now when I hit record, I'm going to make sure that I have my whiteboard ready to go because I got my additional message right in here inside the bubble like this. So I'm going to hit record and this is what it would look like. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right there. Click share. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out to you because I noticed that you're in technology, which is great. I also noticed that you wrote a book called Click Record. I love Click and Record. So what I did was I had my first 3 seconds, right? I did my motion. I could have waved, pointed on his bubble, do this kind of thing. And after that first 3 seconds, I jumped to full screen because I wanted to talk to Ruben directly. Now, you don't have to do this when you do these recordings, but jumping to full screen when you want to make a point is kind of a cool way to hammer that home. Plus, it changes the visuals. So if you want to do that, take your mouse, hover over the webcam right here, double click, brings you here, double click the screen to go back, or you can click this little button right here, jumps you to full, click here to go back, or you can click on the little control panel at the bottom down there, expand webcam, click it here to go back. You also can scroll around and move, be very free flowing if you want to. You can also hit the pause button right down here, stop the recording, get yourself in the next spot you want to be, and click resume. You also can use the annotations right over here. So if I want to use arrows, I can do that. If I want to draw on the screen, I can do that. If I want to do circles, I can do text. I can put things in numerical order of importance, underline anything you want to do here. And these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. So if I continue down the page, they're not going to follow me. And then you can just delete them. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a great way to do it. If you are in any industry that you're in and you want to share any website where you want to be on top of it inside of a bubble like this, walking someone through something, this is a nice way to do it. So like before, I'm going to click the check mark and it's going to save it into the platform to the spot that we were before. And that spot is the Dubb video edit page inside the platform where we were before. Now, if I want to share this video that I just made for Ruben, I would want to connect with him first on LinkedIn. So he becomes a first connection. And then I'm going to select the message button down here at the bottom. And then you'll notice in here, there's a little Dubb button, a little shortcut in here as well. That's our integration with LinkedIn. So when you select that, now you just find your video. There it is. Click insert. And then you can highlight the text at the top and change it to anything you want to. And then click send. And then Ruben's going to see that nice animated video preview in his inbox compared to that normal text-based stuff that you see all the time, which is a nice change and it really makes a difference. Now, we're going to look at the Dubb desktop app now. So different screen recorder. So we just saw the Chrome extension. Now we're going to look at the Dubb desktop app. So Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. And on a Mac, it'll be right up here at the top. See a little D symbol. On a PC, I believe it's at the bottom. You can see the functionality right here. I always select View Quick Menu, pops it up separately right here, pops out. And I'm going to hit Record Screen so we can see the difference between the Chrome that we just showed and the desktop. So once I click this here, it's going to open everything up. Now, the bubble here, the webcam, all the same functionality that we had with the Chrome extension. We also have an annotation tool right here. So the annotation does all the same stuff the Chrome did. The only difference is this annotation, when you use the annotations, it's not going to stay sticky. It's going to follow you. So you want to use them, delete them, and then do your scrolling. You also have a teleprompter, like we did with everything else. Now, this one's similar to the Chrome where you can physically move it, but here's the difference. Excuse me. So when you find a script, let's just grab this one right here. See how the first option over here says auto track? That means that this is voice recognition. So when I read the script, it's going to go at my pace. If I don't want to do that and you like the auto scroll better, where you choose the speed, like the last two teleprompters we looked at, just click that closed, and now you can drag this up or down to the speed that you like. So you have that as an option. Auto track, voice recognition, or auto scroll. Now the recording itself, here's another big difference. So right down here, there's a red slash in this little square right here, which means if I was to hit the record button, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices. It's on 16 by 9 right now, landscape for YouTube. So whatever's inside the blue lines will be part of the recording. And again, I can go on top of anything with the desktop app. Videos, documents, listing agreements, contracts, videos, Canvas slides, whatever it is, I can go on top of it. So this is the proper orientation for that. You also can click the drop-down menu and go 9 by 16. So if you want to do a social video right from your desktop, now it's in the proper format for that. Just put it over the top of whatever you want to use it for. You also have custom as an option. Custom gives you the ability to crop. So this is where you can get very specific in terms of what you would like to show on the screen. So I'm going to keep mine just like this. See, I'm like cropped in tighter here on the profile. Now you also have this option. So when you hit record, here we go. I'm going to get a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording like before. Excuse me, but here is the big difference. It's the check mark. So before when we saw the check mark, it meant saving it into the Dubb platform. Not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to pull up a preview window, and now we can see the clip that I have just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder where we're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together, and then upload it into the platform. The cool thing about clip recording is that you can drag and drop videos from your computer if you have an MP4 file and make it part of the story. Now, what I just recorded here was a screen recording clip. So I got one. So how do I continue recording now? Well, let's just say I want to take someone on a little journey here. I'm going to choose a different tab. Let's just say it's this one right here. I get my tab. I bring my preview window back up. I go to the bottom left of this preview window, and there are some creative icons that I can choose from. All the way to the left is record your screen, which is the style that I just did. So I'm going to click that again. It's going to bring me right back to where I was, get myself set up where I want to be here. Hit record. And now I'm going to be recording another clip in the same style that I just did the one before. I'm going to hit the check mark below, and there is the second clip. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I would like, so you don't have to record chronologically. And if you tap the 3-dot menu, you can download or delete each individual clip. Now, the other icon down at the bottom left is a webcam icon. So I'm going to select that one. It's going to open up my webcam. And now this could be like the beginning of my video. This could be me talking about some point I want to really make. This could be the end of the video, whatever you would like to do. But visually, it looks different. Hit the check mark. And there's that video clip. The last option you have down here is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and then place it on whatever you want to place it on top of. So if I was doing a market update in real estate, right, I could sit in front of my webcam, I could record what I want to record, then it's saved in my video library, and now all I have to do is just take that video, put it on top of a website that I have pulled up, and I can let the pre-recorded version of me just do the talking. And all I have to do is just scroll around and annotate if I want to do that. So once you have a video recorded into your video library, you can use Dubb Narrator. So down to the bottom left, I'm going to select the narrator icon. When you select that here, it's going to bring you into your video library. Let's just pretend that this is the video that I want. And then you're going to put this wherever you want to be able to put it. I'm going to hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video automation. You can pause and resume, use your annotations, anything you want to do. Now, once you have all these clips, we're going to merge them into one video and then save them into the platform. So I'm going to click the edit button all the way to the right at the bottom. It's going to merge all of our clips together. And once they're merged, I can do an edit right here inside the desktop app. This is very similar to the editor I showed you inside the Dubb platform. You can do all of that right here. You even can remove silences from your video with our little smart cut option here. Gives it a tighter cut. You can download the MP4 and then you can upload it into the platform right from here. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to be looking at is going to be the Dubb mobile app, which is very similar to the Dubb desktop app because it's also a clip recorder. Now, the cool thing about the mobile app is they have, amazing cameras to them, and there's some other cool stuff as well. So once you have the Dubb mobile app, here's how you would record a video. Once you have it, it's going to open up here, and you're going to see the blue camera icon right at the bottom of the home area of the app. When you select the blue camera icon, it's going to open up your ability to record. Now, when you first open this up, you're going to be defaulted for a minute. I always slide mine over to 10 so I don't get cut off, and I'm going to hit the button at the bottom to record. You can see the timer here, and you can see the timer here. If I want to pause this, I can tap the pause button, pause the recording. Click it again to resume, and to end the recording, tap the circle. And here is going to be a clip in 3, 2, 1. There it is. So just like the desktop app, clip recording. I'm going to tap the circle again at the bottom to record a second clip. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds to register. Tap it again. And here is the second one. Now I can physically move these around like I did with the desktop app. I can take my finger, hold a clip, slide it, so I can record in any order that I want. And if you tap a clip individually, you can delete, trim, and if you select edit, you have the ability to add music. We have a whole library of royalty-free music if you click on the music icon. If you click on the text icon, you can add text on the screen like I showed you in the beginning. If you have your hook, you can put it in text above your head, below, wherever you want to move it. You can click the microphone icon and do a voiceover, or you can do a voiceover at the end. You can speed up the action of this clip. You can even do burned in subtitles right here, or you can do them at the end. And these clips that you record are automatically downloaded to your phone. So you have them in your photo video area if you do need them. Now, these icons over here to the right, what do they do? If you tap the tooltip at the top, it's going to show you. This is what they do right here. Tap the tooltip again, and it closes. Now, I'm going to give myself a countdown timer right here for 3 seconds. I think 3 is the perfect amount of time. You can do 10 if you want to. But 3, I think, is, hey, 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to go. Now, you also have this video stabilization button right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's too all over the place, select this right here, go low, medium, or high, and it'll basically take it from this to more like this, just smoother. Now, if you want to use a teleprompter right here, select this one. Like before, you can click Create New Script at the top. You can search by scrolling, or you can type the name of the script like we're always talking about. Once it opens, here's your speed. Between 1 and 10, you can adjust. You can move the guardrails up of the script. So in other words, if your eyes are not staying at the top when you're reading this and you're looking for the words, either increase the speed or move up the guardrail like this. So now there's nothing to look at down here. You have to keep your eyes at the top. And if you want to do landscape, just turn it and the script will adjust to that side there. If there's any editing that you want to do where you're reading the script and you want to make some changes, click the pencil icon, make the changes, and then hit the check mark to save it. Now, if you do have an iPhone, this is an option for you. You can select the gear icon to the left, click Auto Track. I'm going to hit record, and again, this is voice recognition. Your buyer just pulled up 3 cheaper options on ChatGPT while you were talking. Price objections are instant, so what do you do now? So see how I did that extra pause and it paused with me? So you can do your own pace and it'll stay right with you. And that's the gear icon right there. And it's auto track or auto scroll. To close the teleprompter, tap the X. Now, let's just say you recorded something on your phone and you have it and you want to make it part of the story here. Go to the folder icon to the right, select the video that you recorded. It will say, do you want to add clips? Yes, and it will drop it right down in here. If you want to record what's on your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this button. So if you want to do black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations, just slide along and see what you like. You also can do picture in picture that I showed in the beginning right here. So when you select this one, it's going to record what's in front of you and it puts yourself on the screen as well. So I can move myself around, I can zoom myself in, make myself bigger, zoom into the background like that. So really useful again, property walkthroughs in real estate, but also any industry when you want to show what's in front of you and be on the screen as well. The last part down here is the virtual background. So like we talked about in the beginning and I showed with the webcam, you can take screenshots of stuff, put it behind you, and then talk about it. So go here, once you have the screenshot, puts it behind you, and you're able to talk about it. Now, once you're ready to merge these clips all together into one video, select the button at the top right. That's going to merge all of our clips together. And once they're merged, I'm going to have a finished copy on my phone of this video. And you'll also have the ability here to upload it into the platform. So see how there's a blue upload button right there? Click that, and it will save it into the Dubb platform. Also here on the mobile app, you can send videos. So see how I have my video library right here in the middle? Now let's send my cat one out here. So if I want to send this, you can hit the blue share button, a share video button right in the middle. Click copy for email. It's copied to my clipboard. Paste it, send it. Click copy for SMS. Great. Copied, paste it, send it. You also can hit the icons to the top right. The email icon is the block. The SMS icon is the paper airplane, and you can send it just like that. You also have an AI writer available on the mobile app, which is the little brain icon to the bottom left, the little gray brain icon. Click it here, and you're able to use it. Now, there's also the AI capabilities within the Dubb dashboard that we talked about in the beginning. So if you are going to use an AI writer, you can use it within the Dubb dashboard too. So it's what's called auto right here inside the dashboard that we talked about. So if you're in here and you're in the dashboard, it's right up here at the top, auto, right here. And you can ask it questions about Dubb, how do I use the desktop app, all that kind of good stuff. Or you can ask it strategy questions or the hook that we talked about in the beginning. Now we added this cool little feature right here. This is pretty neat. So up here at the top, if you click this red camera icon and you select prompt all the way to the right, this is a new little feature we added in here where you can record, you can create an AI video. So inside here, just hover over the tooltip, but I give you some information about this right here. You can choose a type of video that you want to create. So whether it's a hook video, greeting, user-generated, social media, commercial, pitch, outhook, you just select the one you want, and there's going to be an example that you can play right over here to the right.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
And that would be right there. And then if you want to see a different one, go to the greeting video, and it'll show this one.
Greetings. Welcome to our business. Our success is your success.
So basically, whatever one you choose, you're going to be able to see a nice example right here that will play. You also can come right down here and add your prompt that you're going to have in here. Tooltips have great information about this. You can choose your video size, is it landscape or portrait, and choose your duration. You can't go beyond 12 seconds, so anywhere between 4 and 12. And when you type something in here and you click generate concepts, like if I say, let's just say it's something super simple. I want a cat walking, I always do a cat or a shark, walking up to, let's see, up to the camera and saying, welcome to the training. And you can get as detailed as you want here. I mean, this is totally up to you. Actually, the more, if you have a specific vision, great. So just type it in here, and then all you have to do is just click generate concepts at the bottom, and it's going to generate 3 concepts. One at the top is closest to what you want. This was really basic that I put in there, so it's going to add more to it. And then it'll give you the 3 choices that you want with that. So as it gives the 3 choices, I'm going to pop out of here and come back. I wanted to also mention if you have a CRM that you love to use, like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, a Go High Level, Follow Up Boss, whatever it is, we have a lot of integrations with different CRMs and third-party senders. So if you have your stuff that you like in these different platforms, but you just want to add video, you have the ability to do that. If you want to kind of shorten your tech stack and use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do task deals and tags. You can do campaigns, bulk email and SMS. You even can do drip sequences with automation with our Pro Plus plan. So you have all of that availability to do that within Dubb. Okay, so while we were talking about that, look at that. We got our three choices for our AI video. Make sure you read the concepts, right? You can go right back if you want to edit that prompt, or you can generate the video. I'm going to go with concept number one. I'm going to hit generate. And then once you hit generate, you can go right back to generate another one, or you can go back to the dashboard. I'm going to select back to dashboard. Now, you're going to get an email when this video is ready to go. And then it will automatically be in your video library. It will show up down here like this little one is right here. It would show up in the video library and you're ready to use it. So let's click this little one here. We use this as an example. So here we go. And then we'll hit play.
Welcome to the training.
Cute, huh? It's like a little Garfield. That's funny, which is my favorite cartoon character as a kid. And then also in terms of learning. So here within the dashboard, if you need help on some stuff, down here at the bottom left, let me refresh this, is our little green bubble, our little intercom system here. So if you select this green bubble down at the bottom left, you can get help. You can chat with the AI. You can talk with a member of the team. You can do a keyword search, and you'll typically get an article and a video as well. We also have training. So down over here to the bottom right, click videos down here, the second link. It brings you to our Dubb Academy, where we have all kinds of videos we recorded on how to use Dubb. I think the biggest thing in general is because Dubb does so many cool things. You really just want to figure out your use case, the technology to make it happen, and then we will support you in that. As far as learning throughout the week, we have a couple different things here. So on Tuesdays, today, there is Dubb Founder Training. So Dubb Founder Training is with Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, and if you are a Pro Plus member, you can get in there and get part of that training. I just dropped the link in the chat, and that they have their own curriculum. They go over their own stuff. They have a little form you can fill out called Open Mic about your business. So it's a deeper dive into a lot of that stuff, from the experience of the two of them. We also have on Wednesdays our Dubb real estate coaching as well. So I'm going to put this in the chat. If you're in real estate, every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. PST, teams in there. Darius talking about how you can use Dubb specifically for real estate. We also have on Thursdays, this is the whole lineup, we have our Dubb Partner webinar with that 30% recurring commission on any, when you share your referral link with someone and they subscribe, you get a 30% recurring commission. So that meeting is on Thursdays at 11:30 a.m. PST. And if you need the link, if you need your referral link, all you have to do is go here. Inside the Dubb dashboard, just go over here to the left, down over here under referrals. Then you'll see refer and earn, click apply now, creates that little referral link for you, and that's what you can share to get the results you want to get. Okay, so everybody, thanks so much for coming in. Let's see what we got for questions in here. I know that, hi, Ina. I saw you came in when we were going. So, hi, everybody. This is Ina from our team. She's one of the experts of Dubb, and you'll be meeting her in meetings if you're getting your account set up and everything inside of there. So, let's see what we have inside the chat here. Here we go. Let's see, David. Is David still here? We'll see if David is still here. Oh, looks like he had to run. Can you do hooks separately? Can you do the hook separately from the video? Yes, you absolutely. Well, separate from the video. That's kind of a nuanced question. You can do a separate video with just the hook, and then you can have a video after that. Probably need a little more detail on that question. Elaine, let's see. I have a free quote and sign up tool for those who do want to talk with an agent. Okay, very cool. That's awesome, Elaine. And let's see, I saw Cornell. Let's see who else. Boom, 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 boom. McKenna, what time is the pro training today? That is at 11:30 a.m. PST. And McKenna, I saw you had your hand up. I come over here if you have something else as well. Hi, McKenna. If you want to say hello, you can. Oh, looks like you're off.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How you doing?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you as well. Thanks for coming in.
I'm used to seeing Darius. I haven't joined this in a while, but I have a question regarding Dubb automation. I'm not sure if this is the right place to ask that.
Hey, go ahead and ask. Let's see what we can answer. Let's see what we got.
Okay. So, I'm having a couple of issues, or I've had issues in the past, with Dubb automation and we have our Gmail account connected so we can email, via Gmail. Um, and there have been two instances in the last year where Gmail has disconnected from our Dubb account. No idea how or why, but
Oh, looks like you cut out there, McKenna. Can you still hear
yeah.
us? Last thing we heard was Gmail
Think
being
clearly
disconnected.
wasn't sending out emails because Gmail was disconnected. Now, we ended up having to reconnect Gmail and we didn't have time to join the academy to see if like the automation just picks back up or what, because these emails have to go out on a specific date. So we ended up just deleting the automation and sending out email broadcasts and for each day to make up for whatever was going on. But we're setting up a huge automation with our paying clients. Daily we're having like a daily email series.
Hmm.
And we were hoping to use Dubb automation, but I just wanted to see what happens if Gmail disconnects again. What we
Hmm.
could do to would the automation start back up right when
Hmm.
it's connected again, or what to do because we're hoping to use this automation um, indefinitely. So
So in
that's
other words,
why
if you
we're
had the
worried.
automation, yeah, yeah, if you had the automation set up and then Gmail got disconnected, if it reconnected, would it all still be there, right?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. What do you think, Ina? Or we have to ask
Um,
Darius on that?
yeah, I might need to ask Darius on that, Makina, and I'll get back to you through email. But yeah, technically, once you get that, as far as I know, yeah, once you get the Gmail reconnected, I checked your account. I don't see any connection
I'm
in
going to
the
email you
email.
the account that we use
Mm-mm.
for these automations and such because I know I don't do anything on my account. We mostly use Mark's account. I
Mm-mm.
sent the hosts a private message with the email address
Email,
associated
yeah.
with the account. Um, so perfect. I appreciate you looking into
Yeah.
that. Because this whole automation, they need to go out on specific days and it will be every day, Monday through Friday. And there will be people who join whenever they join our program. They will start at the very first email in the automation as soon as they are tagged. So there's going to be some people eventually on week 1, on week 7, on week 30.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important if we were to just come up with a game plan. We normally use Keep for this type of thing, just to avoid the issues that we've had in the past. But we really want to use Dubb, so that's
Okay,
why.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I see that. Yeah, I'll
Okay, yeah,
check
I
that with
appreciate you
the
looking
team.
into that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Thank
Well, thanks for
you.
coming in, McKenna. I appreciate that. And hopefully Darius is we call him the Oracle for a reason, so I'm sure he'll have a solution.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, good to
I
meet
just
you.
figured I could write an email to you all, but I wouldn't even know where to start and it would be so long. So I'm sure you all can
Yeah.
summarize it, simplify it, and make
Hmm.
life easier for you
As
all.
soon as half the message is typed, Darius is already going to probably have an answer. So, so, yeah, yeah. Cool.
Thanks.
Well, good to meet
I
you, McKenna.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for coming in.
Yes.
Cool. And then Alex, good to talk to you again, my friend. Yeah, so go ahead, Alex, with your questions.
So Darius emailed me at one point. I just want to clarify some first. So he said that smart lead, he said leased slash rented emails cannot be used with Dubb. So I just want to make sure. Do you know if he would have been talking about the pre-warmed emails that they like that they pre-warm and let you use them like immediately? Is that the ones you think he was talking about?
You think they're the pre-warmed one, or what do you think? Probably, right?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
So
Like
the
if Mhm.
so the right way to integrate with Smart Lead is just buy your domains, buy emails, and then you can freely integrate it with Smart Lead. Is that correct?
let me double check here. Smart lead is like like an email, um that's an email sender. Is that it? Smart lead.
Yes, well,
Okay.
it's one of probably,
Mm.
three leading cold email automation
Yeah, I think we just
platforms.
need to, if the email sender that they're gonna use. Okay, I see here unlimited warm ups. Yeah, probably that the warmed up email would help with the deliverability, but yeah,
So
I
my
think
my
it.
question is not so
Mhm.
my I'm not I think some smart lead knowledge is required to answer my question. So, I because my question is which emails I cannot, I couldn't understand from his email exactly which smart lead emails, type of emails I couldn't use Dubb with. That's what I'm trying to clarify so that I can get it going correctly right
Let's
off
get
the
Darius a
bat.
message. Yeah, we got to get Darius a message on that.
Well, I emailed him, a week ago. I know
We
he's
can message
probably
him.
extremely busy, but
Yeah,
he didn't
Mm.
reply.
we'll message
So,
him. We're going to be in there
but
I'll
today.
follow up on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, so my second, I mean, all of my questions pertain to integration and workflow. So my second question also about Smart Lead. So I know you can segment videos by audience. You mentioned that, Rob, but my question is specifically, can I, um, so let's say I have 200 emails in Smart Lead because I want to do big volume. Let's say I have 200 email addresses. And so can I send Dubb videos using workflows? Can I send some video, or can I set up one workflow using, let's say, 100 emails and an entirely different workflow using another set of email addresses that I have configured in Smart Lead? So in other words, can I segregate my workflows by set of emails in Smart Lead?
Like inside there, have like if you had four different emails and the workflows go to those four different emails, they're all separate, right? The videos that are supposed to go with them. Is that what you're saying?
Um, I think you're saying it. You're saying what I meant. Yes, but
Yeah.
let me try to restate. So
Mm.
let's say if I have three different workflows in Dubb,
Yeah.
and so I want workflow one to be using the one email address in SendMail, and workflow two using completely different so I don't want it to be using the entire pool of my email addresses, but very specific
Mhm.
email addresses in Smart Lead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's possible. You just need to set up, like, there will be three different so let's say, for example, you have three email senders. You need to get like those three email senders set on the in the email setup, in the when you draft like the body of the email, you need to select which sender to use. So let's say for email one, for workflow one, that has a different sender. Then email two for workflow one should also be just the same sender. So there will be, that's possible, but that would be in the setup of the email, in the email of each workflow. So yeah, that's possible to answer it. Yeah.
Okay, so but to be clear, I need to use a lot of email senders for each workflow because I am going to be sending a very large volume. So I cannot have one workflow to one email sender, but rather one workflow to, let's say, 100 email sender, because the daily limit to each email sender is only 30 to 50 emails. So that
Mm.
means it's 1,000, to maybe 1,500 emails sent monthly, and I need to be able to send like 40,000 to 100,000 emails monthly, right? So
Mhm.
it would be one workflow to, like I said, 100 emails or maybe even
Email
more.
senders.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
So is that possible, or do we have to check with Darius? Because I would imagine this is Darius's realm. I would think with that
Yeah, yeah.
variation, that's a lot of
I think
variation.
I think you can do that. It's just that I'm just not sure how many senders you can set up in the in the campaign settings, but I think that's possible that one workflow have different email senders. It's just had to be set up in the in the when you do the email writing in the workflows. Yeah, I
Okay,
think that's
well, respectfully, you're saying you think so, but I
We got to check
yeah.
with
need a
Darius.
Yeah, we
definitive
need to
answer.
double check that.
Yeah.
I'll follow up
Darius
with
is the guy.
I'll check your email. I'll check your email and then I'll follow up with Darius so that yeah, I'll bump it up in the
Yeah.
in the thread.
He's the expert on that stuff. My friend Alex. Yeah, yeah. He will know. What's your third one? Is it kind of
Can
related
I,
to the same thing?
well, more on the Dubb side versus integration. Can I spin text in Dubb workflow? So in other words, if I'm sending let's say 5,000 emails daily, can I do some spinning text, the email captions, email text spinning in Dubb workflow? It's possible in Smart Lead itself, but if I'm not using Smart Lead directly, if I'm initiating the workflow in Dubb, it would need to be Dubb that does the spinning. So can I spin emails?
You're losing me on that one. Sorry, Alex. Yeah, spinning. What do you mean by spinning? I
What do you
don't
mean
know.
spinning? Yeah.
Go ahead. If you know, I don't know. I
Me,
don't know that.
me, meaning sending sending same context but different verbiage of the same emails, so that you wouldn't be marked as spam by receiving email platforms.
Hmm. I'm not sure. Go ahead.
It's
If you don't know, we can check with Darius. I'm not sure on that. I know he has a good video he did with all the different deliverability options in terms of all that stuff. But I think he had three videos. I think he did one really long one. But go ahead, Ina.
Yeah, I think um there will be like it depends on the workflow that you're gonna set up. Like if you're gonna do like send email one, then an if then branch, so that there will be that kind of spinning thing in the workflow. So yeah, I think that's possible. It's just gonna depend on the setup of the like the if then branches in the actual workflow, if it's gonna be sent this way or that way. Yeah, yeah, I think that would be done
Alex,
in the
when are you around,
actual.
my friend? When are you around? It sounds like you do a meeting or something.
Mm-mm.
Darius, when are you available? Are you East Coast, West Coast? Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm East Coast, but I'm available all the time. Basically, it's my
Nice.
primary focus right now.
All right, let's get you a meeting
That's
with Darius because that's going to make the most sense because a lot of this stuff is
Mm-mm.
in the weeds, baseball stuff. So
oh,
we definitely got to get that set up the right way, especially with the amount of senders and stuff. But like Ina was saying, I don't think there's a limit on it. So we'll get the specifics.
I'm checking on the
okay. How
email
do I
right
get
now.
a meeting with him?
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. See what his availability is. Alex, what kind of videos do you record? Do you do screen recordings? Do you do webcam? What do you record?
Um, I will for most of these I will probably upload pre-recorded videos that I'll
Yeah.
create in other tools.
Yeah.
But
But
I
what are
mean,
they? Webcam? Are they screen? What kind of style are they?
um, both I guess, but I'll save them as MP4s, and because I'm gonna use some AI tools to create the videos. I've created my own custom avatar so that I don't have to record my own
Mhm.
video each time. I'm just gonna, you know, use create videos using my pre-created avatar with my face, that is, um, and
Cool.
to just create videos by adding simply adding text and specifying in the AI tool what background I want, and so
Hey,
forth.
hey, it's always good to have a nice version of yourself online, right? The avatar. That's cool.
It's always in the right mood. I may
Yeah,
not
ready to
be.
go. That's funny. Yeah, that's cool. So let's see. What do we got, as far as that stuff?
Yeah,
Setup
as far
stuff.
as the okay, as far as the do you have like a do you have a subscription already with Dub, Alex, or you don't
Well,
have it?
I I did a trial and then I was, dropped because I didn't subscribe, but I keep getting emails to resubscribe.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go now. I just need like I just want to make sure that I can because some of these things, if I cannot do them, I'm gonna have to
Mm-mm.
somehow manage with Smart Lead alone. The problem is, of course, I'm not gonna have all of the Dubb functionality, which I, hate not to have, right? So, but
Yeah.
the problem
Yeah.
is I don't know if I can do in Dubb
Mm.
everything that Smart Lead is already capable of. That's the problem. It's
So
like
I
I
think
need to understand how much integration I can have.
maybe we should do this. Might
Okay.
be the best way to do it. So we have Ina's got the threat questions that you have. Let us get with
I found
Darius.
it here.
Yeah, okay. Let us
Yeah.
get with Darius first, and let's see what his responses are. And then if they, because he's usually very detailed in his response. So let's just see. Let's get a meeting with him first, and then we'll send you what we need to send you, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm pretty sure, like I've seen Darius do this about 1,000 times, where when you're diving into how you're diving in, he pretty much knows the corners of all these different things. So let's just see what his responses is first, and then we'll reach out to you, Alex, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. I found your
Well,
email, so we'll get back to you
Yeah.
through that.
let me formulate my questions clearly and precisely to you, Ina. So if you can, maybe can you send me an email and I'll respond to it with my questions. This way,
Yeah.
questions come from me and not from,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your
I
understanding of what you thought I was asking.
yeah,
Cool.
I found your email here. Your the smart lead integration. I understand. Yeah, that their least emails will not work with Dub. I see the audience segmentation, the second one, and then the third one, mail scale integration.
Oh,
So
yeah, I didn't even ask that one. Okay, so you saw my email. Okay, well,
yeah, yeah.
I think I may have added a question. Let me who do I send it to? Let me add my one more question and send it to you. How do I?
You can email it at support@dub.com.
Okay, let me do
Mhm.
that and just add one more question or that I voiced today, but it was not on that list that I sent earlier. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool. Well, Alex, good
Cool.
to meet you, my friend. We're past the hour at the top. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for the questions. Everybody, thanks for
Thank you.
coming in. And then Darius will get back to you, Ina get back to you, and we'll get things rocking. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We'll see you tomorrow if you come back. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Ina. Bye, guys.